Alright, so Aloy, how we doing? Just sharing things out and we'll be getting going. Welcome Bastage, Brandon Ace. Better than I was, not as good as I can be, but hey, every day is a step in the right direction, I hope. But let's carry on. Gonna give it a couple minutes and then we'll get things started. Let's make sure I've got my mic on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, mic's definitely on. How you doing, Demona? Cheers. Oh, welcome, welcome. But here we go, we're going to start things off today. Let's get some random background noise going on. So, I think that's more than enough time. I think we should get things started, so let's get things underway, and we're kicking things off right here in singles action. And what it's going to be a Wrestling Cup round 1 match. This match is between Rob Machete and Dylan Travis. Rob Machete, well, I'm sure he may be a little sour from his tag team championship loss last week, but now's his chance to show what he can do all on his own, facing a relative unknown to him in Dylan Travis. Dylan putting on one hell of a fight last week against Andre Steele, but just couldn't find a way to get the victory. Can he have better success here in round 1 of the Wrestling Cup and knock out Rob Machete and secure a spot in round 2? How you doing, Corey Quinn, Ripper Springhill? Nice to see you both. To see you. Nice. But let's get down to business. This round 1 match in the Wrestling Cup. Don't forget, as soon as that bell rings, for those of you that haven't got 15 combined Iron Skull or Women's KO, get your challenges in. Message Miss Jones via Skype or Twitter directly. Slide in her DMs and get involved. But here we go. This match is scheduled for 1 fall. The crowd here. There they are. And it's a Wrestling Cup round 1 match. Coming down to the ring now, standing in at 6 feet 4 inches, weighing in at 273 pounds. He's from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Rob Machete. Ain't a problem, Bastage. You ain't gonna smash it this early on if you didn't want to. But it's greatly appreciated for any thumbs up that are thrown my way. But there you have it, Rob Machete. He shall be having to go it alone soon, as Sean Shamrock has announced his upcoming retirement. So how long we have Sean Shamrock? I believe he wants to be all done and dusted come December, so let's see how well that goes down. But here he comes in only his 3rd match within the UKWF, a member of the Three Lions wrestling roster. He stands in at 6 feet 4 inches, weighs in at 241 pounds. By way of Manchester, England, he is Dylan Travis. So Dylan Travis unlucky in not getting a Lionheart Championship on his debut. Came close to taking out Andre Steele, but close wasn't good enough. Let's see if his second singles match goes his way here and he moves on in the Wrestling Cup. There you see Party Man Rob Machete, business in the front, Party in the back, going up against Dylan Travis, and here we go, collar and elbow tie up, round the back, rear waistlock applied, nope, breaks himself free, gets a rear waistlock applied, now it's Rob Machete, the big gut wrench takedown there, still got that waistlock applied, but Dylan getting up to his feet, getting round the back, but Rob snaps him over the shoulders, rear chin lock applied, but there's Dylan Travis with the counter again. Up into the key lock, reverse into the hammer, into the side headlock now by Rob Machete. Dylan now sending Rob into the ropes, and Rob straight away stops himself. And here they are tying each other up again and again. Now Rob gets slapped behind and standing switch there. Travis again gets snapped over the shoulder and into that rear chin lock. Now driving the knee into the spine of Travis. Brings him up, and there's a Northern Lights suplex, holding on for the pin. Not even a 1 count early on here. Rob though straight back on Dylan's case. Overhand right blocked, and there's the big forearm. Jumping knee shot missed there by Dylan. Tied up in the ropes, and the atomic drop. Dropped right on his coccyx. That's going to send shockwaves right up your spine. Dylan missing with that rolling kick just as Rob Machete went in for that lariat. Machete came in for the spear and got met with a knee to the head. Missing with that jumping knee again was Dylan. Grabbed up from behind. Club and blow over the back low. Now back elbow shots. Rob now missing with the knee, but he catches him with that kick to the gut. Getting that boot up in the bread basket of Dylan Travis there. Tossing him into the ring now. Backhanded slap. Pulled back lariat. Now the elbows being dropped into the chest. There's 2. Nope, fakes out the third and then cleans the boot right across the forehead of Travis. Both men on their feet. Nope, Dylan shrugging him off there. Now helping Rob up onto his feet. Ducks in behind. Backdrop suplex. Still has a hold. Into the German. Still got a hold of that waistlock. Spins him round. And into the suplex. Rob Machete's lower back paining him there. Missing with a big boot over Travis. Machete quick to grab in, dragging him down. Hooks to both legs there, only gets a 1 count. Travis not quick to his feet this time. Rob going in with a stomp to the chest. Both men now up on their feet. Hammer locked up, and there's Travis with the back elbow breaking himself free. Oh shit, he slapped a taste out of Rob's mouth there. There's the big lariat follow-up though by Machete. Ducks under the swinging arm there of Travis. Drags him down onto the back of his skull. There you go, Travis again breaking the hold of Rob Machete, rolling him free. Shoots him for the legs, but there's Rob Machete driving him down into the canvas, and the club and blow across the back. The uppercut into the solar plexus there, and then there's the snap over. Travis now trying to fight his way up to his feet. The big forearm into the face. The Irish whip into the turnbuckles we go. Mid kick blocked. Tossed into the corner goes Travis. Knife edge chop lighting up his chest. Big boot, and again another big boot coming in. Scooped up, slipped out the back, pushed away. Here's Travis now, comes in for the spear again. There's the DDT counter by Travis. Had Rob Machete counted there. Ducked under the lariat, but Travis gets caught with the second time of asking by Rob Machete. Machete brings him up, goozles him, but there's the kick to the midsection. Travis with a side headlock, bringing him up, swinging him round, dropping him down on the back of his neck. Travis hooks the leg, only a 1 count there. Rob Machete quick to get back up to his feet after kicking out on 1. Travis turns around, Rob missing with that overhand right. Hammer locking Rob up. There's the leg hook for the 1, the 2, and only a 2 count by Travis. Travis thought he had this match won there alone, bringing Rob Machete back up to his feet, looking for the armbar, looking to make Rob Machete tap out now. Travis, he could snap the arm if he holds on. No, Rob Machete managing to break himself free. Catching him with a glancing blow with that jumping knee shot. Dragging him away from the ropes. Rob now again going to work with those elbows into the chest of Travis. The boot right across the forehead. Bringing him up onto his feet. Comes swinging him with that lariat. Cutting Travis down. Now going to work on the arm. But Travis up on his knees. Big forearm breaks himself free of the hold. Rolling kick. The heel. They're catching Rob Machete in the head. Overhand right blocked of Travis. Forearm right hook there by Rob Machete. But Travis comes back with a big forearm of his own. Now the double forearms. 2 in a row. Whipping Machete into the corner. Big running hip attack off the ropes. Diving cross body. Travis all fired up and now raining down their hammer fists into the head. Now working him with those elbows. And again going to work. Rob Machete trying to cover up. Travis has him up, wrenching around on the arm. Key locked up. There's the leg hook for the 1, 2, and 3. Dylan Travis on his second singles match picks up a victory and is going to be moving on into the round 2 draw for the Wrestling Cup. So here you see the replays. Dylan Travis, look at that hammerlock. Backdrop suplex. I believe that may be called the British Massacre. But there it is. Rob Machete eliminated from the first round. Moving on is this man right here, by way of pinfall, your winner, Dylan Travis. Congratulations to Dylan Travis. Well, looks like I just gained an all-course subscription. Thank you very much, Corey Quinn. I'm already a subscriber of yours, or should we call them supporters? Thank you very much for the support all the same. But there we have our first match of the night done and dusted. Just confirming, our Iron Skull champion is Declan Shaw of the SWA. And our women's KO champion is Damona. So Damona and Declan are 2 champions that can be challenged at any time throughout this show. But now we're going to move right on and keep this going as we go into the Women's Wrestling Cup round 1. Mrs. U-Taker going to be going up against Tomi Zuki. So here we go, Tomi Zuki versus Mrs. U-Taker. Round 1 of the Wrestling Cup for the women's side anyway. Let's get down to business. So this has got to be one of the toughest draws for Mrs. U-Taker. Although Tomi Zuki finally lost her first match on SWA episode 16 against Molly Shamrock. But with the Lady of Darkness recent run of 4 defeats in a row, the smart money surely has got to be on the Tomizuki for the win. But with this being an elimination tournament, you can never say things are done and dusted just like that. Can Mrs. U find that winning form again just at the right time? Or was a Tomizuki's little blip against Molly Shamrock the fire she needed lit under her ass to get back on top? Remember, these will go towards your ranking points, so every victory in this tournament is crucial to your own rankings. But here we go. Coming down to the ring now. Or should we say this is a Women's Wrestling Cup match scheduled for 1 fall. Well, we're on the time. Coming down to the ring first. She stands in at 5 feet and 5 inches. Weighing in at 132 pounds. From the other side of darkness, she is the fallen angel, the mistress of darkness herself, Mrs. Utaker. I said with Mrs. Utaker's form at the moment, 4 losses in a row. The only thing she can take some solace in is her opponent finally lost her match. But could that just be bad news for Mrs. Utaker, because it's going to be one pissed off woman going into the ring with her? Don't forget, Damona Darby and Declan Shaw, just message into Miss Jones. If you don't get a message response from Miss Jones, message into me directly via Twitter or Skype. But let's bring on her opponent from the SWA. She stands in at 5 feet and 5 inches, weighs in at 125 pounds. Hailing from Seoul, South Korea, she is Tomizuki. With a record of 6-1. Her loss coming at episode 16 of the SWA. We've now brought her all the way to Cardiff, Wales, all the way from Glasgow, to compete in the Wrestling Cup round 1. So here we go. Mrs. Utaker versus a Tomizuki. Dafford, our referee, ring that bell and let's go to work. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie up, and Mrs. Utaker forcing Tomi back into the corner here. Dafford gonna get in there. Watch out, ladies, he likes to cop a feel. Oh, yeah, no, we're all good. There we go. Irish whip into the corner we go. Tomi bouncing off the turnbuckles. Snap suplex there by Mrs. Utaker. Brought up onto the feet now. Palm strikes. Working the body and a big palm strike to the head. Big forearm rocking Tomi back onto the floor. Pushed away there by Tomizuki as Mrs. Utaker was looking for that cutter. Brings her up now. Big knee into the face. Stomp down into the midsection. Mrs. Utaker rolls over. Now a stomp into her lower back. How you doing, monster? Double knees into the midsection, driving any air out of the lungs of Mrs. U there. And hit. No, big block there by Mrs. Utaker. Forearm into the face, followed up with the big shotgun knee. And there's not even a 1 count, and Tomi kicking out quickly there. Utaker rolling Tomi. Now rocking those knees into the jaw, and another big knee sending Tomi rolling backwards. There's a big arm drag takedown. Holy shit, she got spiked there. There's the pin for the 1 and only a 1. Atomi getting a 1 count. There's a kick to the midsection, sends Atomi up against the ropes. Backdrop over the top goes Mrs. Utaka, holding on to that top rope for dear life. Atomi now, big forearm rocking her jaw, bringing her in, standing up on the the exploder suplex off the middle rope, bringing Mrs. Utaka from the outside to the inside. And now Atomi working the knee, elbow drop to the side, trying to buckle the knee there. Again, Mrs. Utaka blocks the strike from Atomi Zuki. Hammer locks her up. A big scoop slam driving her down. There you go. Miss Jones is in the chat. IW's here as well. Welcome, welcome all. As we have this round 1 of the Women's Wrestling Cup. The chicken kick. And now the last shot to the back of the head of Mrs. Utaka. Dapper the referee 1. And still only a 1 count. And Mrs. Utaka sits right up as if nothing happened whatsoever. What the fuck? Grab by the scruff of the neck though is Utaka. Atomi trying to drag her across the ring. There's the elbow shots. Utaka breaking herself free. Sticking those elbows right in the lunchbox of Atomi Zuki. There's the sling blade, but Mrs. Utaka just nips up. Looks for that high kick there. Ducked under by Atomi. And now the low kick. Mrs. Utaka scooping her up, bringing her over into the corner, bouncing her off the turnbuckles before dumping her across the ring like yesterday's garbage in a trash can. There we go, over the top rope. Utaka lands on her feet. Atomi again, rocks her with that forearm. And the exploder suplex again from the outside into the ring. Leg hook for the 1. And only a 1 count still. And again, Mrs. Utaka sits up. Comes swinging with a kick, missing Atomi. Atomi rocked her to sleep. That could be Mrs. Utaka done for right there. Atomi now leg hooked. 1, 2. This time Utaka managing to kick out on 2. But not springing up as good as she had done the previous 2 kickouts. And Atomi Zuki laying in wait. Here she goes, backhand, pull back lariat sending Utaka through the air, leg hook straight away. There's the 1, the 2, and 3. Atomi Zuki back on winning ways. And Mrs. Utaka goes 5 matches now without a win. This was a tough draw. But with Atomi Zuki losing only a few days ago, we knew she was going to come into this match fired up, and fired up she was. Bad news for the Utakas. Paul Utaka has made it through. Mr. Utaka is through because he is a super heavyweight champion still. He won't come into one of the later rounds, so the Utakas still have a chance to take the Wrestling Cups home. It's only in the men's at the moment. But here you go, by way of pinfall, and moving on into the round 2 draw. She is the Atomi Zuki. A woman who is now, well, I believe, 7-1. Gemma McAllister. She's had your number. Will she have your number again when we get to the Battle of Bannockburn? That's 2 matches of our 8-match card down. Where do we go next? Oh, we're straight into a championship match. And it is between these 2 men here. Remember, the champion has the right to pick his opponent for this belt. And he picks Showtime Vernon Quinn. So remember, the champions get to pick. But you can always make their picks that much easier by cutting a promo on their ass, saying some shit, giving them some food for thought. But here we have Sabretooth Scott versus Vernon Quinn. Let's get the belt. There we go. And let's get this match started. So here we go. The UKWF Championship match between Vernon Quinn and Sabretooth Scott. The Sabretooth escaped the sights of Twarfing Van Sicely last week with the belt around his waist in somewhat may say an upset victory. Now the man has picked his first opponent, and it's none other than Showtime Vernon Quinn. Can Vernon steal the show and walk away with the gold, or does the Sabretooth bite down and come away with his first successful defense? Take your pick now. Sabretooth Scott or Vernon Quinn? Who's walking away with the belt of Red Dragon Wrestling's? If we take a look at their records, let's just do it quickly. Sabretooth Scott currently is 3-1. Vernon Quinn is 1-5. Wow, Vernon Quinn, 1-5. But you're not bottom of the charts. You're about mid-table, just Sabretooth Scott. The following match is scheduled for one fall and is a UKWF Championship match. Introducing first, he's the challenger. Standing in at 6 feet 3 inches, weighing in at 245 pounds. Hailing from Jefferson City, Missouri, USA, he is Vernon Showtime Quinn. Well, certainly makes an entrance. Now to bring on the champion, and just rip out you and me both. Here he is, our champion, standing in at 6 feet 2 inches, weighing in at 245 pounds. By way of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, he is Sabretooth Scott. Sabretooth Scott, a man of very few words. What I will say for Sabretooth Scott, Twarfing Van Sicely has lost 3 matches. One of those is technically the title defense. The other one was against Sabretooth Scott. So when Twarfing Van Sicely picked him again, it was a bit of a surprise. But here we go. Can he get the job done when their gold is on the line? And it's going to be Showtime Vernon Quinn, shaking it off, getting a little bit loose. Looks like he's thinning on top there. Is it me or is he going a little bit bald? There's cornrows having a bit more of a gap between them. And here he is, his opponent. Do we really need to get back close to his face, Jimmy? There we go, Sabertooth Scott, the usually got champion. Taffet, our referee, takes the belt. Let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it now. Show Vernon Quinn that belt. Is this the injection that Vernon Quinn needs to make a name for himself here in Red Dragon Wrestling? Like I said, his record is 1-5 before this match. Taffet, our referee, rings that bell, and here we go. Straight out the gate with that collar and elbow, wrist lock applied. Reversed though quickly by Vernon Quinn into that key lock. Ryan Matthews, how you doing? Nice to see you. Nice, our SWA Super Heavyweight Champion in the building. Running Bulldog taking down Vernon Quinn. Big boot, swing and a miss there. Jumping knee shot missing. Both men swinging wild, swinging early. And oh no, the kick caught. Elbow shot to the top of the knee. Scott now whips him into the ropes. Big flying forearm right on the nose of Vernon Quinn there. Gonna bring a little tear to the man's eye. Kick to the midsection. No, the leg caught. Judo-like throw there by Vernon Quinn. Brought up onto his feet now. Vernon tries to slide through the legs, and there's the big boot straight to the head. And not even a 1 count there. Scott thought that big boot was enough to put the lights out. Ain't happening this early. There's the drop kick to the back of the head. Brought up onto the feet now is Vernon Quinn. There's the kick into the midsection, off the ropes, and the knee to the jaw again. Vernon Quinn's brain being rattled around in that head, but Scott now going to work with the headbutts, grabbing Vernon Quinn by the ears and delivers 3 headbutts in a row. Not done with rocking the skull yet though. Shoots in, no. Sidestep by Vernon Quinn. The knee lift into the back, followed up by 2 quick stomps. And there you see Vernon Quinn now going to work with a leg drop across the chest, bringing Scott up onto his feet. Big knife edge chop, looking to scoop up Scott, but as the counter comes running in, another bulldog there, driving the skull into that canvas. And it seems to be all about the head for Scott. Spitting out, Uranagi slam, driving Vernon Quinn. Tries to stiff kick the chest, but Vernon catches the leg up on his feet. Dragon screw takedown. And again, brought up onto the feet. Oh, this time that super kick catches Scott right on the jaw. And there he is going back to work on the knees. Brought up, Hurricane Runner. The legs caught up in the ropes there a little bit there on Scott. Overhand right, blocked. Big boot to the midsection by Scott. Tying up Vernon Quinn. Short brain buster. Again driving Vernon Quinn down on that skull. You got to think enough shocks to their head. Gonna make that brain swell. Gonna put the lights out on Vernon Quinn that much easier if it continues. There he is again. The kick to the midsection. Double underhook into the power bomb. Stiff kick down the spine once again. Brought up onto the feet. Tying him up. Arm drag takedown. Don't forget the Iron Skull Women's KO is up for challenge. Just message Mrs. Jones. Miss Jones. I married her off there. Shit. Her mum would have been pissed off. There's the sit down powerbomb. Miss Jones via Twitter or Skype if you want to get a challenge in. There. Driven down is Sabertooth Scott. Vernon Quinn bringing him up. Irish whip into the corner. Do-si-do, around we go. Big boot to the face of Vernon Quinn. Thrust kick into the back of the skull. Vernon Quinn laying down now. Scott, just as Vernon got up onto all fours, brings him up, deadlifts him off the floor into that backdrop suplex. Kick to the midsection again. Pump handle, neck breaker, and that could be it for Vernon Quinn. That's a 2 count there. I'm sure you would. Your mum would have all sorts of questions. Our phone would be off the fucking hook, I know that much. And Scott laying in wait as Vernon Quinn gets up, and here's the saber-toothed claw. Nope. Vernon Quinn managing to break free, but straight back into that kick to the breadbasket, into that underhook power bomb. Again, the leg hooked, down for the 1, the 2, and Vernon Quinn just kicked out just in time. It looks like someone flipped a switch and Vernon Quinn is up on his feet. Spins Sabertooth Scott around, backdrop, no crossbody, counter there by Scott, rolling through, putting his weight across the chest. Dragging Vernon Quinn now to the centre of the ring. Staying in his blind spot. Looks like Scott's about to pounce. There's the knee lift and the follow-up lariat, but Vernon Quinn rolls to the outside. Smart move by Vernon Quinn. Can't lose the match unless he gets a count out there. Vernon playing cat and mouse. Is that a wise move to do with a saber-toothed cat? Interesting. Here we go. Vernon Quinn has Scott in the corner. Sits him up on the top turnbuckle now. Climbing up. Are we about to see a little kitty fly? He doesn't land on his feet though. There's a Hurricane Rana takedown. Brought up onto the feet. Tries to slide through the legs again, and there's Scott again with the boot into the jaw of Vernon Quinn. Dafford, our referee, telling Scott to get down. What he's going to get... Oh shit, Dafford, you idiot. You weren't paying attention. There's Scott with the elbow drop to the ref's head, and his lights are out. Scott now working the knees of Vernon Quinn. So can we get a medic down for the referee? There's a medic for the referee. Military press, uppercut. And again, Vernon rolls to the floor. Our referee looking a little dodgy on his feet there. Tossed into the ring now, goes Scott. Irish whip into the corner now. Big boot, and again another big boot. Bag drop, no cross body. Counter this time by Vernon Quinn. Oh, you don't know, Ryan Matthews. But we have Wrestle War. There's the leg drop across the chest. There's the 1, the 2. Wrestle War. Our halfway point into the season, where normally it was UKWF and Three Lions Wrestling go head to head. But now, as we've expanded into 3 brands, it would be a triple threat. Here we go. Vernon Quinn laid on his back. Sabertooth Scott just assessing what he wants to do next. Vernon Quinn now trying to get up into the corner. Kick to the midsection. Here he goes again. There's that pump handle. We know what's coming next. The neck breaker. No. Slipping out the back. Vernon Quinn now with the backdrop suplex. And now the knees into the spine. Oh, yeah. 0-5-4, and Vernon Quinn could be about to capture his first singles gold. No, only a 2 count. Vernon now. Double underhook rolls through. Inverted DDT. Knife edge chop, but Scott fires back with one of his own. The back elbow shot right to the jaw of Vernon Quinn. Now dragged towards the centre ring, leg hooked. Is that going to be enough? Where's the 1, the 2, and again a kick out on 2. The punch pulled by Vernon Quinn. Vernon caught up, double underhook by Scott, bringing him through. There's the backbreaker. Vernon Quinn no quick to pop back up into the Hurricane Rana, sending Scott towards the ropes. Double forearms, and double forearms again from Scott, taken down. Vernon Quinn, spin out, power slam there, and Vernon driven into the canvas. Scott all fired up, dragging him towards the centre ring, nicking him where Achilles are about to pounce. Big knee lift, discus lariat, and Vernon's on his back, leg hook now. Dafford, our referee, for the 1, 2, and again the kick out on 2. Kick to the midsection, and here we go again. That pump handle, this time the neck breaker connects. Down for the 1, 2, and 3. Saber-tooth Scott retains the Yidley Gok Championship. And here you see as Vernon Quinn put up a fight trying to claim his first singles gold, but the saber-tooth sunk in the fangs, and well, good night Vernon Quinn. And here's your winner, and still the Yidley Gok champion, by way of pinfall, Saber-tooth Scott. So yes, Ryan Matthews, to answer the question earlier, we have Wrestle War, which is our middle of the year or middle of the season pay-per-view, where every champ goes head to head with their equal representative. So that's right, our light heavyweight champions, our heavyweight, our super heavyweight, our women, our tag teams. We don't have a trios, but the trios will go titles on the lines. Our women's tag titles will be on the line. And then we have an event where, well, we'll pick some way of doing it this year because it's a little bit more complicated with 3 shows. But we will have a Survivor Series style event. But let's carry on with the show. And it appears that there's something going on backstage as we're going to head up into our bar. The VIP section seems to have got a bit lively as our champion Declan Shaw has been accosted by a challenger, Shadow Press. Which seems a strange move as Shadow Press has a match not far away. We may have to juggle things around a little bit to give Shadow Press maybe some time to recuperate, as he has a match against Nick Black for the #1 contendership, or what should be a #1 contendership match between Shadow Press and Nick Black. But here we go in our sponsors bar, Max Headlocks. Shadow Press and Declan Shaw go head to head, and Declan straight out with the gut punch, the overhand right, and now the big knife edge chop taking Shadow off his feet, bringing him back up. They'll wind up the throw, and into the steel chairs goes Shadow Press, falling to the floor there. Look at him trying floundering around like a fish out of water. And there's the big backbreaker to follow up, and again Shadow flapping around. Big forearm rocks the jaw. Bear with me 2 seconds. There we go, that's better. Here we go from behind. Shadow with the German suplex. Into another German. Still holding on, a third German suplex onto the steel chair there. And now Declan holding the back of his head there. Bad news for him, as Shadow now has a steel chair in hand and comes crashing down across the back and the stomach. Now the knees. Another swing and a miss. Pop up drop kick into the jaw. Rocking Shadow press. Bringing him up onto his feet now. No, wind up the wrist. Nope. Grabs a hold, rolling through. Drop toe hold there by Shadow press. Declan up on his feet and gets met with Shadow tossing him over towards the bar area. Up on his feet now. Big pullback lariat. Shadow holds on again. Another pullback lariat. Still holding on. A third pullback lariat. Fucking Jimmy in the truck fucking things up again. The overhead kick by Shadow press. Fucking. Here we go. Brought up. But nope. Slipping through into the neck breaker is Declan there. And again brought up onto the feet now. Shadow scooped up on the shoulders, driven down into those hard tiles there. Brought up onto his feet. Shadow now tossed over towards the dance floor through the steel chair, and now Declan grabs a steel chair for his pleasure. Shadow laid out on the floor, steel chair shot across the chest. A little nip up, kicking the chair into the face of Declan there. There's the German suplex. Still holding on, a second German, and Shadow still has a hold of Declan as he delivers a third German suplex on the dance floor. Brought up onto his feet, the drop kick, sidestep by Declan, overhand right catches him, big right hand across the jaw, Shadow up on the shoulders, swung outside slam there, but Shadow still alive, scooped up, fisherman into the Michinoku driver. Brought up onto the feet, kick to the midsection, and here comes the code red, and Declan Shaw has put away Shadow press with a successful defense. So what we're going to have to do is jiggle things around a little bit, and I'm not just on about what you got in your pants. We're going to move the Wrestling Cup match between Austin Black and Heathen to where Shadow Press and Nick Black should have been in the card, giving Shadow Press adequate time. We don't want no excuses, but if Shadow Press came off a little worse off in his #1 contendership match with Nick Black. But now we're going to move on to a 2-on-2 women's tag team match, and as you know, the women's tag team division spans all 3 shows, so tag teams will pop up here, there and everywhere, even if they aren't supposed to be on that brand, because we're going to have the Red Dragon Wrestling's Alva Siri and Vera Lisbeth going up against the SWA's Gemma McAllister and Cougar Knight. That is a cricket bat behind the bar. Nice Shaun of the Dead reference there. Ripper Spring Hill, I like it. But let's get down to business. We're going to have 2 champions in this match. So, women's tag team action. 2 women's champions involved in this match. Alva Siri and Gemma McAllister, each at the top of their own divisions, will meet in this tag team bout. Dark Fury have the edge heading into this match with the better record of 3-1 compared to Holy Hell's 1-1. But with Holy Hell being so new as a team, teething problems were only to be expected. Which champion is going to come out on top with the victory? And don't forget, those all-important bonus points are on offer. If you get a pinfall or submission on a singles champion, even if it's in tag team action or trios action, bonus points come your way. So, which champ is going to come away? Is it Eternity's Dark Fury, or is it Holy Hell, Gemma McAllister and Cougar Knight? And I'm touching wood because I've got a bad feeling, and I'm not on about what I've got in my pants. That's not the wood I'm touching with a bad feeling. It's the load time on this is taking me. Oh, for fuck's sake! Piss off, Gemma. You're out of your league. I would say yes. This is a women's tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the tag team of Vera Elizabeth and Alva Siri at a combined weight of 496 pounds. There is your women's champion of Red Dragon Wrestling, Alva Siri. And let's bring on their opponents. Coming down to the ring now at a combined weight of 297 pounds, the team of Gemma McAllister and Cougar Knight. Holy hell! And there's our SWA Women's Champion, Gemma McAllister. There you see the collar and elbow tie up. Gemma McAllister giving up some height here against Vera Elizabeth. Being forced back into the corner. Side headlock applied here on Gemma. Gemma somehow forcing Vera into the ropes, and here we go. Shoots her across the ring. Diving crossbody, sidestepped, but straight back up on her feet with the Cougar collar and elbow tie up. Forced back into the corner of Holy Hell. Big overhand right dab for the referee, and Cougar wants to get involved. Not appreciating the cheap shot there. Gemma up on her feet and gets chopped straight back down with a running lariat. Brought up onto her knees now. Vera with the big kick to the midsection, holding onto that arm. She's trapped her there. Pull back lariat drops her down. And the crowd with no reaction whatsoever as Vera Elizabeth tried to get a little bit of a reaction there. Quick snap jab. Spinning Gemma around, up on the shoulders now. Military press, dumps her down. Keeping herself between Gemma McAllister and Cougar Knight, making sure she can't get that tag. Cutting the ring off. Sound tag team action there from Vera Elizabeth. There's the overhead kick by Gemma McAllister. Now dragging Vera towards the center of the ring. Stomp down into the midsection. Grabs a hold of the wrist, and now we're going to have a wrist clutch attack. Working over the body. Hammer locking her up. Remember, Gemma giving up quite a bit of size here to this Finnish and Switzerland tag team. Where Mordred Nightwalker dug these two women out, I have no idea. But damn, he might as well have planted them in a bag of manure and just fucking let these bitches grow. And now tagged in is Cougar Knight. Cougar, back elbow shot, knee lift. Jumping right hook to the jaw and timber. Down goes Vera Elizabeth. There's the kick to the midsection over leg caught. Vera now, spine buster. Cougar doing the smart thing, rolling to the outside. Hops back into the ring, blocks the overhand right, big forearm of her own. Collar and elbow, ooh, kick to the midsection there, and a running lariat, and down to the floor goes Cougar. Brought up now. Looking for the brainbuster, nope. Slipping out, landing on her feet is Cougar Knight. Tossing Vera Elizabeth face first into the ring post. And it looks like our Spanish announce team have decided they didn't want to be ringside for this one. Kick to the midsection. Brought up. A patella brainbuster there to Vera Elizabeth. Float over into the DDT on the outside here. Remember, tag team matches now have a 20-minute time limit except for championship bouts. Trios will have a 30-minute time limit. 20 seconds on the outside of the ring is allotted. We have a 5 count inside the ring for tag team action for double team moves. So, Vera Elizabeth now jumping back out on the outside. Low kick, back heel kick, stomp to the wrist, and now scooting that booty across the floor after the skiff kick right up the ass is Cougar Knight now. Cougar brought up onto her feet and tossed down the side of the ring again. Kicked in it over, leg caught, dragon screw, takedown. Helped up onto the feet now. Cougar brings her up, knee shot to the top of the head. Count of 8. Comes shooting in for Cougar, but Cougar catches in with a side headlock, delivers the DDT. Count of 10. Tossed down the side of the ring, falling to the floor. Goes Vera Elizabeth. Back into the ring comes Cougar Knight. Count of 12. Cougar now running and sliding to the outside as she sees Vera trying to get up onto her feet. Looks for the belly to belly, but there's the bell clap and then rolling her over the hips. Scooped up. Brought round into the power slam. Count of 7, brought back into the ring now. Double underhook, brings her up, lung blower, double knees into the chest there, and well, Alva Series staying well and truly out of this match. Working the arms now, double knees into the lower back. Is this strategy from Dark Fury here? Ring post being kissed again by Vera Elizabeth, that skull of hers, and again working the pole is Vera Elizabeth's face. Cougar now, what's she looking for here? Bringing her up on the shoulders, crucifix into the power bomb, all on the outside here. Count of 14 now. Cougar grabbed the hold, nope, rolled backwards by Vera. Knife edge chop missing. Cougar decides to take this back into the ring. Vera now through the ropes. Cougar comes in, grabbing her by the scruff of the neck. Lead the head, the body's got no choice but to follow into the turnbuckle face first. Now whipped across the ring. Shot from the midsection, club and blow over the back. Cougar coming back in with a gut shot. Crucifix takedown now. You gotta think, Vera has been in this match all on her own, going up against both members of Holy Hell so far. And tagged back into this match now is Gemma McAllister. Sitting her up, stiff kick into the chest. Vera dragged towards the center of the ring. Stomp down into the midsection, and again they're going to work on the back of Vera Elizabeth. There's the big boot into the head now. Hammer locking her up again. Wrenching round on the arm. Double knees into the lower back. And now up on her feet. Side headlock, no, Vera breaking herself free. Slaps that wrist away. Bringing Gemma up for the power bomb. Still holding on. Another power bomb. Driving Gemma McAllister into the canvas. Not once, twice, but 3 times. And now in tagged is the women's champion of Red Dragon Wrestling. Has Vera Elizabeth done the job but she and Mordred Nightwalker are probably planned out. Wear down the two opponents, bringing the fresh champ. Back elbow shot. Snapped over. Now forcing it down. Forearm across the jaw. Down for the 1 count. Talking to Mordred Nightwalker. Our bastard children. Aiden and Kyron are going to have to meet in this Wrestling Cup first round. Should be an interesting battle of the bastards. Rolling out of the ring there. Brought in. No. Oh, gut shot. Gemino whipped across the ring. Lufes press raining down the big right hands is Alva Siri. Champ on champ action. And now the knee shot to the jaw. And that could be lights out for Gemma. Leg hook for the 1, the 2. And the kick out there. Gemma quickly back up to her feet, missing with the big boot. Back elbow shot catches Alva Siri. Sit down jawbreaker. Gemma making the smart move and making the tag to Cougar Knight now. Cougar tied up. Side headlock rolling free. Kick to the midsection. Brings around. Rolling through into the cutter. Center of the ring. Leg hooked. Our referee out of position. Down for the 1, 2. And the kick out on 2. Gemma tagged back into this match. Alva Siri face down, ass up. That's the way she likes to sleep. Brought back up onto her feet now. Inverted. Oh no, chokehold applied. A variation of the dragon sleeper there. Locked in deep on Alva Siri, but Alva rolling through. Stiff kick down the spine. Big right hand. Chokehold applied. Rolling through. 1, 2. Gemma almost stealing the pin with their counter. Sidestepping Alva Siri. Jumping neck breaker. If it wasn't for Vera Elizabeth, would that have been a 3 count there? Gemma whipped into the ropes. Back elbow shot by Alva Siri. Oh, I think someone's raging against the machine. Tagged in now. Cougar Knight caught by Vera Elizabeth. Elbow shot to the back of the skull. Brought into that side headlock again. Rocking the elbow into the back of the skull. Went to the well 1 too many times. And now Cougar chopping away at the thighs of Vera Elizabeth. Driving her down onto her knee. Popped up. Attitude adjustment down for the 1, 2. And a kick out on 2. And again now laying in wait is Vera Elizabeth. Cougar slow to her feet. Scooped up, no, slipped out the back door. Pushed away. Cougar comes running in, slid away. Ain't nothing wrong with vibing with a Rage Against the Machine. Overhand right, big forearm. The booty to the face. Crawling around now, trying to make the hot tag. Cougar thought she'd stepped in the way, but there's the tag, and both women looking to take the other out. Cougar coming off worse there. Vera Elizabeth, Alva Siri at least landed on her feet. Cougar landed on her back, and now Alva Siri pouncing on her and taking advantage. Double knees into the lower back by Alva Siri. Vera now brought up, collar and elbow. No, Alva Siri rocking her headbutt. Cougar now looking to make the tag. Alva looks to be climbing the top rope, but well, Cougar's not there. Alva through the air. What the hell was that? A kick to the skull. Jeremy McAllister just walked straight into it. And now a little bit of mind games here as Gemma climbs in through the ropes, has her up on the shoulders, gut buster. But Alva Siri quick to her feet, big knee missing, overhand right, bringing her in for that John Bull DDT. Shout out to her daddy. Forearm across the face for the 1, 2, and a kick out on 2. Cougar, what's Cougar doing? She's posted up on that top turnbuckle. Standing backwards. Oh, Cougar frog splashed it. She fucked that one right up. Here's the running forearms. Gemma now with the sling blade. Don't know what Cougar Knight was trying there, but she missed whatever the hell she was going for. There's the sit down jawbreaker. And Alvasiri now laid out on her back, looking up at the lights. Punch to the stomach. There's oh no, double knees missing. Brought up onto their feet now. The wolf kiss DDT. Down for the pin for the 1, 2, and no, Vera Elizabeth with the save. But Cougar now. Pull back lariat. No, kick to the midsection by Vera. Running knee shot into the back of Gemma McAllister. May have just saved her tag partner there. Gemma trying to get up to her feet. Alvasiri still swinging in the breeze. Gemma comes in, grabs a hold, dumps her on the back of the neck. Gemma now whips her into the corner. 5 minutes remaining. Toss to the floor goes Alvasiri. The run up, diving through, tornado DDT, diving over that bottom turnbuckle. Brought up onto her feet now. Big forearm, no snap jab by Alva, counters. Tossed into the ring, face down, ass up. Gemma wishes she could get anyway. Tagged in now, Vera Elizabeth. Alvasiri wants no more of this. The fresher woman Vera now tagged into this. Bringing Gemma up to her feet quickly, up on the shoulders. Here's that attitude adjustment into the pin. The 1, the 2, and the save by Cougar Knight. Vera now bringing Cougar up to her feet. No, releases the hold. Vera again comes in, kick, no, leg caught, dragon screw takedown towards the corner of Holy Hell. Vera brought to her feet, kick, no, leg caught. And now the big old spine buster. Gemma now has Vera by the scruff of the neck, bringing her over towards the ropes. Overhand right blocked, big forearm by Vera. Side headlock, elbow shot to the back of the skull of Gemma. Jawbreaker low by Gemma. Flying forearm, 3.5 minutes left, and oh, showboating, wishing she was good as her brother. Gemma now brought up onto her feet. Here's a wolf kiss DDT. Dragging her towards the center of the ring now. Forearm across the 1, the 2, and oh, that looked like a 3 to me. Brought up onto the feet now. Gemma again with a jawbreaker. 3 minutes remaining. Up on the feet, Vera Elizabeth. Fireman's carry takedown though. Counters Gemma McAllister. Bringing her up onto the feet now. Looking to scoop her up. Nope. Wrenches the arm. Forearm to the face by Gemma. The sit down jawbreaker. Rocking the brain of Vera Elizabeth. Gemma now begging for her to get to her feet. Gets impatient. Helps her up. There's the kick to the midsection. Rolling through. Shades of her brother here. Off with her head. Leg hook down for the pin. There's the 1, 2, and 3. Holy Hell with the victory over Dark Fury. The only saving grace was that Gemma McAllister didn't get the pinfall over Alvasiri. Look at that, the knee shot to the head of Gemma McAllister. There was the kick down the spine after Alvasiri rolled out. Their attitude adjustment to Cougar Knight. There was Cougar being scooped up, but she saved herself, slipping out the back door there. But your winners by way of pinfall, Cougar Knight, Gemma McAllister, the tag team known as Holy Hell. Congratulations to Holy Hell. Let's move it along. Like I said, we're going to have a slight change in the program, given Shadow Press that time he may require to recover. So we're going to move on into a Wrestling Cup match instead, which will see Austin Black go against the Heathen. So don't forget that Iron Skull and Women's KO is open if you want to challenge. Miss Jones is around. Send her a Skype or a Twitter DM. If you can't get a hold of her, say something in the chat. If you're on Twitter and you can't message her, make sure you give her a follow. She'll hit you straight back, and then you can, I'm sure, message her. But here we go. We're going to go down for this one, which is Austin Black versus the Heathen. Two of RDW, Red Dragon Wrestling Zone, meet head to head in round one. The hard-hitting Stone Cold Psycho versus the man forged in the dungeons of Pete Wall, who, let's face it, ain't gonna accept nothing but victory. So with that in mind, will the Heathen come through victorious, or will Austin Black deliver the stunner to secure victory? Take your pick here. The following match is a Wrestling Cup Round 1 match and is scheduled for one fall. Coming down to the ring first, standing in at 6 feet 1 inch, weighing in at 234 pounds, by way of Auckland, New Zealand. He is the Stone Cold Psycho, Austin Black. Don't forget, we will be holding a Wrestling Cup Round 1 Day 2 matches following this broadcast. Introducing now his opponent, standing in at 6 feet 3 inches, weighing in at 266 pounds, forged in the pits of hell, also known as the Dungeon of Pete Wall. He is the Heathen. Fuck off, Gemma. It ain't gonna happen. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie up. Taken down. Again with a collar and elbow tie, but this time forced back up against the ropes. Pushed away. There's the jumping knee shot straight off the ropes, taking down Austin Black. Austin now being helped up onto his feet. Stomped down in the chest. Brought up. Oh, tying up. Irish whip into the corner. Austin Black now looking for the back elbow shot. Tossed into the corner though by the Heathen, who looks for the overhand right. Reversed into the corner he goes. And here's the Stone Cold Psycho League suplex into the turnbuckles. Brought up onto the feet now. Oh, holy shit. The Heathen took that knee shot to the head and just kept on coming. But there's Austin Black quick to grab him up, tossing him into the corner. There's the German suplex though by the Heathen. The knee drop into the back of the skull. And now brought up onto the feet. Rolling through. Calf crusher, but Austin Black managed to get his hand to the ropes. Big forearm rocking the jaw, shooting the leg. Palm strike into the chest, driving Austin down and then working the knee as the Heathen. Maybe Pete Wall had a game plan, and there you have it, the Heathen. Saying he's a thinking man. Nobody would have thought that, considering some of the words I've heard come out of his mouth. Climbs the rope now. Perched on that middle rope. The exploder suplex into the ring. Did they have a game plan to take the legs away from Austin Black? We know that man can strike. Low kick missing. Big forearm by the Heathen. Scoops him up on the shoulders now. Carries him over towards the ropes. Hot shot. Running knee shot. Swinging a miss though by the Heathen. Club and blow over the back. Just took it, but this time the kick takes him off his feet. The Heathen with the roll up. Hooks the legs. There's the one and only a 1 count. Brought up onto the feet now. Scooped up. Slipped out the back door. Pushed away goes the Heathen. Austin comes in. Floats over. Looking for the DDT. And the Heathen now smartly rolling to the floor, landing on his feet. Austin quick to slide out after him. Dodges the blow from the Heathen. Delivers a mid-kick. But there's the Heathen quick to land a club and blow. And now Austin Black going to work with those kicks. Looking for that high kick there again. The Heathen just ducks under. Sweeps the leg from underneath him. Tossed into the ring now is Austin Black, trying to get up to his feet, but the Heathen quick on his case. Grabbing him from behind, but Austin slips out, kick to the calf. Grabs him from the rear waistlock, but there's the back elbow shots. Brought up. Backbreaker. And then dumping him across the ring. Ragdolling Austin Black there for the 1, the 2, and only a 2 count. Big running lariat. Another lariat there by Austin Black. Big boot, no leg caught. Swept from underneath the Heathen now. Roundhouse swing and a miss. Kick to the midsection. Catches the leg. The Heathen now going for the ride with the suplex into the ropes. Heathen rolling out underneath the bottom rope, bringing himself up on the apron. Austin Black now staring him down. The Heathen climbs back into the ring. Roundhouse again, swing and a miss. The Heathen quicker off the mark with the kick underneath the jaw, dragging him away from the ropes. Now going to work with the boot, the arm, the knee, the ankle, and now following up with a big boot to the chest and another to the head. 1, 2, and a kick out on 2. Who cares, Bastage? Brought up onto the feet now. Scooped up. Sidewinder, brainbuster brought round now. Big knee lift by Austin Black though, still in the fight. Pushed away as he looked for that Stone Cold Psycho Stunner. And there, jumping through the air, delivering the neck breaker as they're heaving. Austin now brought up, all whipped into their corner. Turned around, facing the turnbuckle, scooped up on the shoulders, kick to the back of the leg, leaps up double, stomp in the chest. And now the leg hook down for the count. There's the 1, the 2, and the 3. The heaving moving on into the round 2 draw. Here you see the replay of all the action. Here you saw the tie up, the roll up pin. Now again, they're even going for the pin. Here he was working over the body of Austin Black with those boots. But your winner by way of pinfall, and moving on into the round 2 draw. Bastage, I'm not going to let you place it in your mouth and suck it. So, you don't have to fake being nice, be your usual self. But here he is, your winner, the Heathen. Fuck off, bastard. You're putting me right off now. Right. We gave Shadow Press a little bit of extra time to gather himself. So, no excuses. You decided to go for the Iron Skull. Well, it's now the time to put up or shut up. Because your number 1 contendership is on the line. The undefeated Nick Black versus Shadow Press. So, here we go, Nick Black versus Shadow Press. If the undefeated Nick Black were to be successful here, he would have defeated all but one man within the division. Some may argue that alone should trump his position in the ranks, but someone to make sure that he doesn't happen. Wait a minute. Whoa, someone trying to make sure that doesn't happen is Shadow Press. A man that would argue his position within the ranks would trump this. Well, I think there's only one way to find out, and that's to let these two men go head to head and battle it out for that number 1 contendership for Josh Wright's light heavyweight championship. Don't mind me, I'm just cutting up my coke. He is the super villain, standing in at 6 feet 3 inches, weighing in at 240 pounds. by way of Charlotte, North Carolina, USA, Nick Black. Here we go, Nick Black with an opportunity to secure #1 contendership. But his opponent stands in at 5 feet 11 inches, weighing in at 240 pounds, from Detroit, Michigan, USA. He is a 2-time Yizhlegok champion. Shadow press. He has been checked out by Dr. Slippy Fist. Or, sorry, that's Dr. Slippy Faced. And he has been cleared to fight. So, Shadow Press well and truly out ahead in the ranks. Even sits above Josh Wright in the rankings. With a record of 7-4. But Nick Black with that perfect 4-0 record. Let's see which man gets the job done. Here we go. Daffodil referee, ring that bell. And there's the collar and elbow type. Shadow with the rear waist lock. Brings him up. Drives him down into the canvas, into that side headlock. But here's Nick trying to get back up onto his feet. Side headlock applied. Shadow shoots him into the rope. Sends him across the ring. And here we go. Jumping forearm. And a little nip up by Shadow Press. Pushing Nick back down into the pin, leg hook, only a 1 count. Shadow leg chop from underneath him now. Brought up to his feet. Nick trying to slap the shit out of Shadow there, but Shadow sidestepped it quickly. Scoops him up on the shoulders, and there's the hot shot. Got to think more pressure on the man who sits top of the charts here, which is Shadow Press. Scoring a loss here would mean he wouldn't get a shot at that light heavyweight championship this time around at the upcoming pay-per-view, the Circus of Chaos. There's the whip into the ropes, float over. Oh, into the sling blade there by Nick Black. Nick now brings him up onto his feet, overhand right, big forearm though by Shadow Press. Raining down the shots, a Lufes press there. Leg hook down for the 1 count. Nick quick to shoot up onto his feet though. Shadow Press still on his knees. Couldn't believe the fact that Nick had managed to kick out. Nick missing with those slaps, and there's the neck breaker over the knee. Deadlifting Nick up off the floor now with Shadow. Holding on to that waist lock though. Bringing him through for a second gut wrench suplex. Still holding on. Lifting him up and delivers another gut wrench suplex. Pull up onto the feet now, knee shot. There's the knee, the DDT delivered to the man on his knees, leg hook. There's not even a 1 count. Nick getting that shoulder up. Nick Black again, quick to his feet. Mid kick caught by Shadow Press. Elbow shot to the top of the knee, and there he is, raining down the right hands to the head. Shadow now with the mount. Overhand left shots to the man on his back, stomping down into the midsection, and again working the core with those boots. Post up on that top turnbuckle, through the air, 450 splash. And again, Shadow now hooks the leg for the 1. And only a 1 count still. And again, Nick Black, quick to his feet, pulls the punch, shoots in, shoots the legs, steps through, tying Shadow up now, trying to make him submit, trying to wear the man down, but Shadow quick to escape. Both men up on their feet, STO takedown there by Shadow, bringing Nick back. Looking for that super kick, is Shadow press, missing, mid kick, leg caught on the second time of asking, there's that heel kick, lariat there. And Shadow now saluting the crowd. Nick slow to his feet here, pulling himself up on the ropes. Shadow now has him by the neck, bringing him up, big lariat sends Nick down to the floor. Nick up on his feet, Shadow building up a head of steam, Nick doesn't see it, and there's over the top rope, suicide dive by Shadow press. Big flying forearm, and there's Shadow popping up to his feet again on the outside. Nick Black rolling away, there's that big mid kick, but Shadow comes swinging with a big right hand. Back elbow shot, and there's the nip up yet again by Shadow. And oh, Shadow's flipping off the crowd. There's the count of 6 up against the ropes now as Shadow rocks the jaw with the right hands. Nick Black up on his feet looking for that mid kick, the leg caught, the exploder suplex across the floor on the outside here. Shadow tossed down the side of the ring, quick to nip up to his feet. Nick though tying him up, patella brain buster. Helped up onto the feet now is Shadow press. Fireman's carry takedown though by Shadow. Brought up onto the feet, count of 13. Big gut shot, no, Nick catches the arm. Gut shot of his own. Back heel kick, no, leg caught, kick underneath the hamstring. Shadow comes in, looking for that Lufest press. Count of 16, Nick help up onto his feet. Tossed down the side of the ring. Count of 17, stomped down into the knee, and again working the legs over at Nick Black. Shadow diving back in, no, slides back out, doesn't take the count out victory. Overhand right slapped away there by Nick Black, but a second time of asking. Shadow this time catches him, inverted DDT on the floor on the outside. Helped up onto the feet, Nick tossed back into the ring. Trying to pull himself up to his feet using the ropes there. Shadow comes in. Float over, pile driver. The Shadow driver, that one's called. There's that big forearm by Nick Black though. Fighting his way back. Tossed out through the ropes to the outside goes Shadow press. Nick Black looking ready to roll. Here we go, off the ropes. Over the top, the barrel roll there, connecting with Shadow press, taking him off his feet. Impressive feat of flight there by Nick Black, considering the beating he's taken in this match. The crowd appreciate it. Cheers, this is awesome. Shadow now tossed into the ring apron, chest first. And now Nick takes a moment to listen to the boos echo down on him. Float over into the DDT. No, Nick Black with the counter with the gut punches. Setting him up against the security barrier. Nick Black now rocking the head of Shadow. Back elbow shot. Snap jab there by Nick. Shadow tossed into the ring. Count of 11, Nick slow to follow. Stomped down into the lower back. Grabbing the arms. Knee driven into the jaw. Kamagoi. Drag to the center of the ring. Forearm across the face. 1, 2, and Shadow just rolling that shoulder up. Look at the frustration on Nick's face there as he looked down at Shadow. But now laying in wait. Look at Shadow slow to get up. Round up. Oh, swing and a miss there. And again another swing and a miss by Nick Black. And here comes the future shock. DDT for the 1, 2. Shadow likes to call that the dream chaser. Well, he's certainly trying to chase his dream of being a light heavyweight champion. Question is, can he get the job done? There's the stomp across the face. Nick Black now, look at the disrespect shown here as the hangover. And we all hate waking up with a hangover. Shadow press now, 1, 2, and again the kick out on 2. Nick quick to his feet. Pulls the punch, no. Kick to the midsection there by Nick. Power slam, sorry. And Shadow rolls to the floor, only causing more frustration for Nick Black here. Back heel kick into the midsection. Leg mid kick, the leg caught there by Shadow. There's that flying forearm with that little nip up. And this time Shadow salutes the crowd. Well, I guess that's a little bit better than flipping them off this time, Shadow. Nick brought up onto his feet, but tosses Shadow into the ring. Shadow quick to nip up onto his feet there. There's the kick to the midsection by Nick Black. The double underhook, bringing him up, a lung blower. Helped up, back heel kick. Shadow now whipped into the ropes. Single leg drop kick. And another single leg drop kick, pushing off the chest. A Shadow press, rolling through into the neck breaker. Helped up onto his feet now. Shadow grabbed, no, Nick takes a kick to the midsection. Shadow floats over, looking for the DDT. Shadow now, big knee lift into the neck breaker. Foot on the rope there, making sure he wasn't going to get pinned. Shadow popped up on the top turnbuckle, elbow drop right to the heart of Nick Black. Now the stomp across the face, and I think we know what's coming next. Nick Black about to have a hangover. Leg hooked, 1, 2, and 3. Shadow press with the victory. And it looks like Shadow press can lay claim to the #1 contendership. There's those forearms. And here, Nick Black is going to be waking up with a hangover, knowing that he's lost out on the #1 contendership. Be your winner by way of pinfall, Shadow press. Congratulations, Shadow press. Looks like Damona's going to get away scot-free tonight. Not a single woman stepping up. But our next match on the card, another singles match. Former champion I think Van Sicely going to be in action here. Johnny Farmer and Twapink. But here we go. Our next matchup, Johnny Farmer versus Twafink Van Sisley. So Johnny Farmer is going to go head to head against the longest reigning Yijle champion and he is the current Red Dragon Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Twafink Van Sisley. Will his defeat last week still play on his mind, or can Johnny Farmer step up and show that he can hang with a champion? Let's hope he stays out of those crosshairs. Come on, gents, let's get down to the ring, shall we? So Damona Darby and Declan Shaw are reigning Iron Skull and Women's KO Championship holders. But coming down to the ring now in a match scheduled for 1 fall. The crowd were there before me. He's the anti-hero. Standing in at 6 feet 3 inches, weighing in at 270 pounds, by way of Baltimore, Maryland, USA, Johnny Farmer. Okay, we're only doing the one show where challenges will be made. The next show will be a wrestling cup, so there will be no Iron Skull or Women's KO challenges going down during that show. But here we have the anti-hero gonna go up one-on-one with the heavyweight champion. Coming down to the ring now. He stands in at 6 feet 4 inches, weighing in at 250 pounds. By way of Cape Town, South Africa, he is the Great Tiger Hunter and your Red Dragon Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Twafink Van Sisley. Certainly milks his fucking entrances, Twafink Van Sisley. Here we go, Johnny Farmer, the anti-hero, versus the great Tiger Hunter. Daffy the referee, ring the bell. Here we go, float over, looking for the DDT straight out the gate. 12 lay down, Johnny Farmer stomps across the back of his skull. Sitting the man up now, cranking that neck. And again, working the neck, dumping him down on the back of his skull. Farmer now bringing 12 up. Pushed away though. Big forearm. Oh, Farmer drops to a knee. 12 building up ahead of steam. Big right hook across the jaw. Helped up to the feet now. Big right hand again takes Farmer off his feet. But Farmer now rolls 12 over his back and a stiff kick down the spine. Here we go. Farmer now looking, standing switch into the overshot, into the suplex there. Knee drop across the chest. Overhead kick though as he tried to pick 12 up, and there was the boot to his skull. Stiff kick into the chest as he sits up. 12 now dragging him around the ring. Big stomp into the gut. Stiff kick down the spine. Brought up now to his feet. Farmer takes a big right hand. Ooh, swing and a miss. Rolled backwards. Farmer now on his feet. 12 tried to grab a hold of him there. Johnny Farmer though quick snaps him over. Stiff kick down the spine. Stomp into the chest. And now the jumping knee shot across the chest follows up. 12 now having his neck cranked. Being worked over here. Dumped down on the back of his skull yet again and brought up onto his feet. Big forearm. Nope. Dodged out of the way. 12 fires back with one of his own. A little test of strength here. A little shoulder budge. Quick kick to the midsection. 12 sends him across. Big knee lift. Still holding on to that wrist. A second knee lift. Walking away in the Russian leg sweep from the man from South Africa. A leg hook down. No, not even a 1 count. Farmer not going out that easy. Step up Insaguri there, rocking the brain pan. Stop down in the back. Brought in, snap dragon suplex. 12 brought up onto his knee. Now up onto his feet. Farmer looking for a cut. Nope, pushed away. Looking for a kick. No, 12 catches him by the jaw, driving him down into the canvas by the throat. Big right hand again takes Farmer off his feet. 12 with a stomp into the midsection. Sitting Farmer up and a big right hand into the side of the head. Helping him up onto his feet again. Setting him up for a power bomb. Big right hand swing and a miss. Grabbing him by the wrist, tossed into the corner. Farmer with the overhand right, no. Tossed into the corner there by 12 who looks for an overhand right, no. Reversed into the corner again. Farmer now brings him up, looking for the buckle bomb. Helped up to the feet. Big right, no. Bitch slapped across the face. 12 quickly grabbing Farmer by the scruff of the neck. Bringing him over towards the ropes. Setting him up. Over the top rope we go. Dragging him. Hanging him out. Face first into the canvas. Going for the pin now. 1, 2 and a 2 count. Farmer kicking out. Quick to get up onto his feet. 12 thought he got enough there to get a victory. Quick to grab a hold. Brought over, head first into the turnbuckle, back elbow shot, fights his way out of the corner though. Driving Johnny Farmer down into the canvas. There you see Farmer trying to crawl for the ropes. Breaking the wrist lock around the face though. Now freeing the arm with the right hand into the head. Overhand right by 12 Scoops Farmer up on the shoulders, brings him over towards the corner. Hot shot in the corner there. Farmer collapses, takes a boot. Now the knee across the throat. Dragged away towards the center of the ring. A leg hook now. There's the 1, the 2, and only a 2 count. Farmer quick to his feet. Grabs a hold, no, Irish whip over the top rope and hard to the floor. Goes Johnny Farmer there, crashing on the floor. Tossed into the ring, face down, ass up. Twafink quick to follow, bringing Farmer up onto his feet. Holy shit, what the fuck was that? That's one hell of a backhand. That's one hell of a pimp slap. There's a 2. And just like that, I think we may need to test this man for some illegal substances. But you see that backhand. The pimp hand is strong with this one. Taking up the victory there. Twafink Van Sicely. And it's a bad night for the Kings of Combat. 0-2 tonight in singles competition. But your winner by way of pinfall, your Red Dragon Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Twafink Van Sicely. Congratulations to that great Tiger Hunter of South Africa. But we're going to move right along because it seems like something's breaking down in the bar. So let's get to the bar and get there quick. As Mr. U-Taker wants to take on Declan Shaw for the Iron Skull Championship. So, Mr. U-Taker, Declan Shaw. U-Taker is here clearly because his son and wife have been and will be in action tonight. Decides he wants to try and grab a belt for himself. I'm sure Declan Shaw is here because of a little redhead that's been in action tonight. But Mr. U-Taker straight out the gate. Lufest press raining down the shots. Back elbow shot though by Declan. Side leg drop kick, swing and a miss. There's the gut shot. Working over the body, but Declan with the knee lift counter. Gets him from behind. Half and half suplex takes the big man over. Bringing him up onto his feet now. Trying to wrench him up. No, rolled away there by Mr. U-Taker. Declan brought up onto his feet by U-Taker, tossed into the wall, shoulder first. Back elbow shot and he's busted open the big man. Back elbow though by Mr. U-Taker, just seems that blood has pissed him off. U-Taker now with a gut wrench suplex. Brought up onto the feet now, they'll wind up the throw. And over towards the bar area, or no, the arcade zone we go. U-Taker now with steel chair in hand, swinging over the back just as Declan was trying to get up. Another knee shot, a shot to the head as Declan sits up, and again being pounded down with that steel chair. U-Taker now brings Declan up onto his feet, but Declan with another back elbow shot. Big forearm rocking the jaw. U-Taker just took that forearm. Shrugged down and pushed down onto that steel chair. Declan comes running in, tossed to one side, a bell toss there by U-Taker. There's that back elbow shot. Declan comes running in, tilt-a-whirl, rolling all the way through into that DDT. Pinfalls are no good here. Bitch slap across the back of the skull there. Stomped down into the midsection. There's the overhead kick by UKWF though, sending Declan into the bin. Helping him up on his feet. The wind up, the throw, and into the security barriers of the DJ booth goes Declan Shaw. The big overhand right. Now tossed over that crate. Face first into the crate. UKWF now crushing the skull between the palms of his hand. Before Declan tossed down into the concrete, is busted open there. Helped up onto his feet now. Over towards the arcade zone we go. Declan laid face down in the carpet. Helped up onto his feet. Big forearm with the left hand, the right hand, and the lariat takes Declan down on his back. Surely it's only a matter of time now as Declan has his head trapped between the thighs of UKWF. There's the elbow shot. Stomp across their head. Elbow drop into the lower back. Oh no. Looks like UKWF wants to make a home movie. Crashing down with that camera. Declan though comes in, grabs it away from him. Gets the camera for himself. Misses with the shot. UKWF with the overhand right. That reach advantage really working for him. Lefts and rights here by UKWF. But UKWF starting to get a little gassed here. Back elbow shot by Declan, comes in, side leg drop kick, side step there by UKWF. But Declan again with the back elbow shot. This time the drop kick connects. UKWF brought up onto his feet, big right hand, and Declan has him up on the shoulders. The swing out side slam connects. Brought up onto the feet is UKWF again, big right hand. Declan stumbles, UKWF stumbles. Both men missing with their right hands now. The wind up, the throw, and back over towards the DJ booth we go. There's Mr. UKWF with that camera again. Little home movie action coming Declan's way as he gets a shot right down the back with the hammer. Straight into the Ginga and Goodies goes the camera stand. UKWF now with a kick to the midsection. Overhand right block, Declan forearm of his own. Comes running in. Into the security railings, bouncing UKWF off, kick to the midsection. Here comes the code red, and Declan Shaw walks away still your Iron Skull champion. He took the belt away from the son, and now the sins of the son have also followed for the father, as Mr. UKWF has just taken a beating from Declan Shaw. Well, it looks like Damona's getting away scot-free, and we move on into what is potentially going to be our last match of the night. Who knows? There may be a challenge coming for Damona before the buzzer. Here we go. Let's get this team out here. One Jake Bagwell, and he's just seen his father fight in the bar. It's Paul UKWF, and he's going to be going up against the team of Adam Guerin and Josh Wright. Let's get down to business. But here we go, the Midnight Riders versus Ruthless Inc. 2.0. Two tag teams whose form hasn't exactly been anything to write home about at present. They're going to meet head to head here. The Midnight Riders picking up their first victory on their last outing, whereas Josh and Adam just can't seem to find that chemistry still. With a renewal of their long-standing rivalry with Eternity, be the spark they need, or will Eternity Jake Bagwells gets to put the boot into Ruthless Inc. once again. So who you got for this one? Is it the Midnight Riders, Jake Bagwell and Paul UKWF, or is it Ruthless Inc., Adam Guerin and Josh Wright?
It's a new
Adios, bastards, no worries. Thanks for stopping by for as long as you did. Much appreciated. Wow, these men are taking their time. I wonder if Paul Utaker's had to make his way down from the bar after checking on his father. Or if he's had to drag Drake Bagwell out of that bar with a beer still in the man's hand. Excuse me, god damn. Coming down to the ring first. Standing in at a combined weight of 595 pounds. They are the heir, the Prince of Darkness, and Jake the Enforcer Bagwell, the Midnight Riders. And their opponents, coming in at a combined weight of 482 pounds. They are Ruthless Inc. 2.0, Adam effin' Guerin. That's right, the War Beast Adam Guerin, and Josh the Maverick Wright. As we head into this match, let's take a look at this tag team record. Ruthless Inc. 2.0 currently 0-4. Midnight Riders 1-3. Here we go, 20 minutes on the clock. Dapper the referee ring the bell. And here we go, the Prince of Darkness versus the War Beast. Little collar and elbow type. Key locked up, nope. Hammer lock reversal into the side headlock by Paul Utaker. Adam Guerin now sending him into the ropes. Pushed across we go. But Paul Utaker stopping himself there. And here we go again, tying each other up in the middle of the ring. Rear waist lock, nope. Stand switch reversal, step snapped over now into the rear chin lock, but Paul fights his way up into the key lock, sweeping the leg from underneath Adam Guerin. Tied upside headlock, again wrenching on the arm now is Paul Utaker, lifting him up into the air, wrenching him round, oh, rolling through, and Adam comes crashing down on his back there. Here we go, Irish whip into the corner, bouncing hard off the turnbuckle. Paul brings him up, little choke slam there. And Jake Bagwell now tagged in. Stomp down into the back, no, rolling away is Adam Guerin. Pull back knife edge chop by Guerin. Another pull back knife edge chop. Lighting up the chest of Jake Bagwell. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh dear. Well, we got this far. We might as well come back in a few minutes. Give me a second and we'll be right back.